All right, everyone. Welcome. We are going to start on our backs. So lie all the way down on your back and start to feel your whole body soften towards the ground, as if you're lying in sand, feeling the imprint of your physical body in all the places that are touching the ground. Letting yourself spread onto the earth. One floppy puddle. We'll start with a breathing exercise. So as you inhale, you can feel your stomach expand. And exhale. Feel your stomach contract, belly button pulls towards your spine, releasing all of the air. And one more inhale, fill your belly. Exhale, belly softens. Now inhale, fill your belly. And fill your rib cage. Feeling your ribs expand as your lungs take in more air. Exhale, release the air from your lungs, and then release your belly. 2 more, just like that, in that order. Inhale, fill your belly. Fill your rib cage, feeling your ribs expand away from each other. Exhale, release your rib cage. Release your belly as your belly button pulls back towards your spine. Another inhale, belly. Rib cage. Exhale, release the air from your lungs. And then your belly. Now inhale, fill your belly. Fill your rib cage. Feel your collarbones lift up towards your neck as your chest fills with breath. Exhale, release the air from your chest, from your lungs, finally from your belly. 3-part breath. Inhale the air into your stomach, into your rib cage, into your chest, collarbones lift. Exhale, collarbones lower, rib cage softens, belly releases. 1 more, inhale, fill your belly 360 degrees, then your rib cage, then your chest. Take in 1 more sip, whole torso filled with breath. Exhale, release your chest, your lungs, and your belly. Let your breath return to normal and just notice how you feel. And now let yourself reach fingers to toes. Take a long body stretch. Let it feel invigorating. Hug your knees into your chest, and you can rock side to side if you'd like. Maybe up and down. Feeling the length of your spine soften onto the ground. And you'll find your way into extended child pose. So separate your knees, hips to heels, forehead to the ground. Let yourself soften onto the mat. Feeling length along the sides of your body. Hold here. Jaw releases. Every breath brings you more present into this moment. Find your way back to your hands and knees. Walk your hands to the top right corner of your mat. Send your hips back towards your heels and feel the stretch along the whole left side of your body. Take a breath in. And breath out. Another breath in. And breath out. And come back to center. Walk your hands to the top left corner of the mat and send your hips back towards your heels. Feeling length along the whole right side of your body. Breath in. Breath out. Another inhale. And exhale. And come back to center. Start to warm up your spine. Feels good to you. You can curve from side to side. You can take circles. And close your eyes and start to tune deeply into sensation. Let's sync up our breath with cat and cows together. So as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, cat your back, chin to chest. Inhale, cow pose, lengthening your tailbone towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine, cat. One more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come back to center. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips high for downward dog. You can pedal it out. If you'd like, you can just be still. You could shake out your head, whatever feels good to you. Feeling your heels soften towards the ground as you press through the entirety of both of your palms. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your feet behind your hands. We'll take a ragdoll or a forward fold. Your hands gently on the mat if you'd like. Maybe you have a pillow you could press up on. You could grab opposite elbows and just let your body hang. We're going to decompress our spine here. So softening your whole upper body onto the ground. Generous bend in your knees. And you're going to slowly roll up, stacking one vertebra at a time. Chin is the very last thing to rise. Circle your arms up towards the ceiling. Hands down towards heart center. Pull your navel to your spine. Let your tailbone soften. Shoulders release out of your ears. And take a breath in. And breath out. Good. Inhale, arms rise up. Hold here. Reaching your fingers up towards the ceiling as you soften your shoulders out of your ears. Breath in. Exhale, just take a gentle stretch over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gentle stretch to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold, hands through heart center. Just let your body hang. You're going to come into a squat as you continue to let your body hang. So your hands are on the ground, your head stays heavy. Hold here. Feel your breath. Good, let's flow. Heels down, arms rise all the way up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, stretch to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Just hold here for a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees into a squat. You can let your upper body release onto your legs. Your head hangs as you feel some space along the back of your neck. Your forehead does not have to touch your knees at this time. Good. Again, inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Hold for an inhale. Let your head be heavy as you exhale into a squat. Hold here. You can start to feel your nervous system calm down and soften into this moment. Brainwave frequency starts to slow in its pace. Good. Heels down. Inhale, halfway lift. So place your hands on your shins, gaze at the top of your mat. Pull your navel back so you want some length in your spine. Breath in. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your left foot back into low lunge. Good. You want your knee over your ankle. Tent your hands, lengthen your chest. Good. Take the bend out of your back knee. We'll do something different with our spine today. We're going to round our spine. So forehead to your knee, chin to chest. As best as you can. There's also an option to drop to your back knee here if that feels better. But you want to press your fingertips into the mat to find space between your shoulder blades. You may feel some sensation in the front of that left hip. So as you inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, round your spine, forehead towards your knee. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, gaze forward. Step your left foot forward, halfway lift. And release. Hold here. Halfway lift. Place your hands on your shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back this time for low lunge. Again, ensure that your knee is over your ankle. Enter your fingers. We're going to curl our spine, tuck your chin to your chest, forehead towards your knee. It may not touch, but do the best you can. Option to drop to that back knee as well. Your variation. Notice where you feel sensation. Let's flow. Inhale, lift your chest. Lengthen through the front of that right hip. Exhale, round your spine, cat your back. Press your chin towards your knee. Again, inhale. Exhale. Now as you inhale, lengthen, gaze forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward, halfway lift. And then release down into a fold. Noticing that flush of energy in the front of your hips and along your spine. Now halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, we're going to squat again. So lift your heels off of the ground. This time, tuck your chin to your chest. Forehead to knee connection, round your spine. As best as you can, maintain that forehead to knee connection. And start to straighten your legs. So we're doing a forward fold with a forehead to knee connection. You may not get very far. It's okay. We're working the roundness of your spine. Take one breath in. And breath out. This time, breath in. Exhale, fold. You can release the roundness of your spine and let your head soften. Rise all the way up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes and just check into how you're feeling. Perhaps there's new energy, new life flowing through your spine. Some heat in your body. We're going to move into chair pose. So bend your knees, arms by your ears. And again, I always say you can have your feet together here if that feels better, or hips width distance, it's your choice. Sink into your heels. Pull your navel back to your spine and let your shoulders soften down. Breath in. Exhale, airplane arms. Your hips, arms by your side, gaze at the top of your mat. Breath in. Breath out, sink deeper. Feel the strength in your legs. One more inhale. And exhale. Like in mountain pose as you inhale, so you'll straighten. Lift your left leg off of the mat. You can keep that left knee bent. Or you can straighten it for an extra challenge. You want to drop your left hip so it's in line with your right. Find one thing to look at. Breathe and balance. Breath in. Exhale, take your time, listen. We're going to flow into airplane pose. So you'll start to hinge forward. Send your leg behind you, arms by your side. Eventually, your chest will be parallel to the ground. Kind of touching your... Take warrior 3 as you inhale, so arms by your ears. Pull your navel to your spine as you lengthen, fingers to toes. Feel your balance, feel your breath. One inhale. Exhale, wide opening into warrior 2. So reach back with your left toes, touch down, and then open your arms. Squaring your arms and shoulders side. As you gaze over your right fingertips. Again, you want your right knee over your right ankle. Hold here. Strengthen your legs. Reverse warriors, you breathe in. Left arm down, right arm high. Feel length along the whole right side of your body. Breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm down, left arm high. So you can choose to bend your right elbow on top of your right knee if you'd like. You could also straighten that right arm down. You could reach your left fingers up towards the ceiling or over your head towards the front. You could gaze down, out, or up. Breath in. Breath out. We're going to take reverse triangle. So big movement here. You're going to straighten your right leg. Shift your hips forward. And then lift your right fingers up towards the ceiling. Feel the connection of the right ball of your foot on the mat as you lengthen your fingers up towards the ceiling. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to take triangle pose. Shift your hips back. Reach forward. Right arm down, left arm high. So you can feel the outside of that right hand. Make contact with your inner right shin. Gaze out, up or down. You can have a little bend in that front knee so you're not locking in the knee. Breath in. Breath out. Beautiful. Rebend that right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat for low lunge. Now you have an option here to move through chaturanga if that's in your practice. If not, just step your left foot forward for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breath in. And breath out. Rise all the way up to mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Check in. Notice if there's any differences between the sides of your body right now. Any feelings of spaciousness or constriction, tingling, heat. Coming fully into your body, out of the thinking mind, into the life that's within your body. Moving into the other side, so bend your knees, sinking into chair pose. Soften your shoulders out of your ears. Feel your heels on the ground, navel pulls back, breath in. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Straighten your legs, right leg lifts this time. Drop your right hip so it's in line with your left. Lengthen. Shoulders out of your ears, option to straighten that right leg if you'd like. Feel your left glute engage to help support you. Navel pulls back. Breath in. Exhale, airplane pose. Hinge at your hips. Arms by your side. Chest lowers down as you extend back through those right toes. Right hip rolls down so it's in line with your left. Again, you can always hang out here and just play with balance. That's fine too. You want your arms to be active. It's really common here just to hold your arms. See if you can engage your triceps. Extend through your fingers. Good. And as you inhale, come to warrior 3. So arms extend by your ears. Lengthening fingers to toes. Take one breath in. One breath out. And take a big movement to warrior 2. Bend your front knee. Extend through those back toes. Light landing as you open up into warrior 2. Square your hips and shoulders to the side. Turn your gaze over your left fingers. Deep bend in that front knee. Breath in. And breath out. Reverse warriors, you inhale. Lift your right fingers up towards the ceiling. Gaze up, out, or down. Little to no weight in that back hand. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm down, left arm high. You choose the variation you'd like, whatever you took on the other side. Keep spinning your rib cage towards the side. Sinking into the strength of that left leg. Breath in. And breath out. And take reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Shift your hips forward. Lengthen through the whole left side of your body. Feeling space between your hip bones and your lower ribs, both sides. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, triangle, shift your hips back. Left arm down, right arm high. Spin your collarbones to the side, reaching fingertip to fingertip. Rather than dumping into your body and kind of holding yourself up by your hand, see if you can use the support of your core to hold your upper body in place. Breath in. Breath out. Rebend that front knee. We'll take reverse warrior as you inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, low lunge. Again, move through a chaturanga if that's in your practice. Otherwise, inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale, rise all the way up to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Check in. Again, feel the heat on your skin, your heartbeat, your breath. Be with your body as it shifts and changes and moves. Good, let's flow. Flow means breath to movement. Inhale, bend your knees, arms lift up by your ears. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, left leg lifts up. Exhale, airplane pose, hinge forward, arms by your side. Inhale, warrior 3, arms by your ears. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Exhale, extend side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Feel the flush of energy. Triangle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Bend that right knee. Exhale, hands to the mat, low lunge. Inhale, step your left foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, arms by your ears. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, airplane. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, warrior 3, arms by your ears, reach through your fingers. Exhale, big movement, bend your front knee, open up to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat, low lunge. Inhale, step your right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, rise all the way up to a mountain pose, breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take that same flow but move on. So inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Lift that left leg up. Listen. Exhale, figure 4. So I'm going to turn to face you here. So from one-legged mountain pose, you're going to turn your hip out. Place the outside of your ankle on top of your right knee. And then bend at your hips. So you'll feel an opening in the left hip. Sink into your hips. Option to keep your hands here or lift them by your ears and sink deeper. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath in. And breath out. Good. From here, place your right hand on your hip. You're going to grab your big toes with your pointer finger and middle finger. And then you're going to start to straighten your right leg and extend your left leg towards the front. If that's not available to you, you can also grab the front of your left knee. Balance here. Breathe. Find one thing to look at. Let everything else fade away. Focus. Option to stay here. Open your leg up, reaching in opposition through your right fingers. If your leg is straight, it'll look like that. You can stay here or turn your gaze. Breath in. And breath out. Stay there. Come back to center. Release to one-legged mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, let's flow it out. Airplane. Inhale, warrior 3, arms by your ears. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Listen, rise all the way up to star pose as you inhale. Exhale, toes forward, arms to a T. Breath in, lengthen, lift your chest. Exhale, fold, lead with your chest all the way down to the mat. Once you reach the mat, you can grab for your calves, even maybe your hamstrings, but you want to feel length in your spine here. So every inhale, lengthen through the top of your head. And every exhale, fold. Feel the beating of your heart. Forward folds are calming and cooling to the nervous system. So rather than letting your mind sort of wander into the illusions of past and future, see if you can really commit to the vibrancy of this moment. What's here for you right now? Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat. And we're going to find runner's lunge here. So there's some options. You could drop to your back knee and then maybe keep your foot in the middle of your hands and just lift your chest. You could walk your hands into the inside of your right foot and walk your foot to the top right corner of your mat. Maybe you drop to your elbows. Good. Once your head soften, you'll feel an opening in the front of that left hip, kind of where we were working at the beginning of class, and the inside of your right hip. Our hip flexors hold a lot of our fight or flight response. So notice what comes up in your mind as you hold this. Give your hips permission to soften. And know that you're safe. Let your body know it's safe. Neck is soft. We're going to slowly find our way into a quad stretch. So press your way to your palms. If you're on your elbows, you're going to bend your right hand reaches around, grabbing that right foot. Your foot closer to your glutes. You'll feel length and sensation along the front of that left hip, your left quad. Breathe into it. Let pressure be there. Let's take 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And breath out. Place your quad stretch. Place your hands on the mat. Straighten your right leg for a moment for half splits. Just feel a flush of energy in your hips. Breath in. Breath out. Walk your hands forward into low lunge. And step your left foot forward for halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Take 1 breath in. And breath out. Inhale, rise all the way up into mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Check into sensation. Notice any differences between the sides of your body. Good. Open your eyes. Other side, inhale, chair pose, bend your knees. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right leg lifts. Listen, exhale, figure four. Bend your right knee, your right ankle on top of your left knee and hinge at your hips. You can keep your chest back for this variation. Feeling the weight in your heels. Despite the fact that you're working really hard, see if you can stay with your breath. Let your brain come into balance. Right and left sides of your brain work together. Breath in. Exhale, sink deeper, breath out. Good, we'll take big toe pose, so place your left hand on your hip. Either grab your right big toes or your right knee. You're going to start to straighten your right leg and extend your right knee or your foot forward in front of you. Continue to pull your right shoulder back. Lengthen your chest up. Stay with your breath. Feel your left foot on the ground. You can stay here, open your right hip, extending your left arm to the side. You can gaze forward or to the left. Your choice. Breath in. Breath out. Very slowly come back to center. Release your grip, arms up, one-legged mountain pose, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward to airplane pose, flowing. Inhale, warrior three, arms by your ears. Exhale, warrior two, touch down, arms and hips. Inhale, star pose, toes out, heels in, lengthen. Exhale, toes forward, arms to a T. So you want a nice wide stance here. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, leading with your chest all the way down to the mat. This side can be a bit more restorative if you would prefer. Feel free to bend your knees a little bit and just let your body hang. Your spine can round. Your breath is steady. The most important thing is that you stay present with your breath. If you notice yourself lost in thoughts, notice what those thoughts are. Become a witnessing presence to them. Halfway lift, place your hands on the mat, lift your chest, and then walk your hands to the front of your mat, turn your toes forward. We're going to take runner's lunge. So you could keep your hands on either side of your foot and just keep your chest lifted. You could untuck your back toes, walk your hands inside of your left foot. You could drop down onto your elbows or stay on your palms. But we're going to hold into the sensation of our hip flexors and our inner left thigh. Holding our response to threat. So often when there is a threat in front of us, this space in our body prepares us to fight or flight. Fight or flee. Notice if it feels achy or constricted or anxious. Breathe into whatever arises. There's no right or wrong. Your body is just being your body. Soften into whatever is there. Move into a quad stretch. So bend your back knee, reach around, Grab the outside of that right foot. As you sink your hips towards the ground, pull your heel back towards your hips. Again, notice any constriction or tension. Let yourself breathe with it. Long, steady inhales. Long, steady exhales. Letting that fight or flight response in our bodies find a sort of softening, a rest, a sense of safety. Release your right leg down. Place your left hand to the ground. Straighten your front leg. Flex your toes back towards your face and lift your chest. Feel an opening along the back of that left leg. Walk your hands forward into low lunge. Step your right foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen your chest, and fold. One breath in. One breath out. Rise all the way up. One more mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes, check in. Be with your body as it shifts and changes and grows. And inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, lead with your chest. Fold forward. Squat, bend your knees. Head releases. Good, and let your knees come all the way to the ground. So we're going to take a toe squat next. You're going to tuck the tops of your toes on the mat here. And then walk your hands back towards your hips. Feeling your hips rest on your heels. And then you can come all the way to a seated position, opening up the bottoms of your feet. If it's too intense for you, you can always lift your hips up a little bit. So you decide your intensity. You could also come down onto your palms. But this, not only does this posture open up the bottoms of your feet, it's also a beautiful opportunity to check into that state of reaction. How do you react to intensity? What thoughts are you telling yourself that are limiting? This is too much. I can't do this. Notice what words and what phrases are popping into your head. See if you can be with this state of intensity in complete neutrality. Let it be just what it is, sensation in the bottoms of your feet. You can slow your nervous system down with your breath, taking deep belly breaths. You could encourage your nervous system to remain light by softening the muscles around your eyes, letting your shoulders release out of your ears. Maybe even encouraging a gentle smile by lifting the corners of your mouth. You could repeat the mantra, I am safe. All is well. Take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale, sink those hips heavier onto your heels. One more breath in. And breath out. Good, and slowly come forward. Untuck your toes. It may feel good to tap them on the mat to get that energy flowing. Good. And you're going to turn along the length of your mat. We're going to separate our knees and set up for frog pose. So you'll separate your knees as far as they'll go. And it may feel good to place a blanket under your knees. But you want as you do this, I'm just going to turn to show you, you want your ankles extending straight out from your knees. So a lot of people go here, and you really want there to be a 90-degree angle in your knees. At the same time, if you flex your toes back towards your face, it'll kind of help protect your knee. So, settling in here, you can stay on your palms. You could release onto your elbows. If you have a bolster or a pillow, you want to place it under your torso. That can be really helpful. But again, see if you can soften into whatever is right here. Your head is heavy. What words are you telling yourself subconsciously? What's limiting for you about this moment? What's stopping you from being here? And all this sensation. A loving and kind witnessing presence. And give your body permission to be exactly how it is. See if you can consciously replace negative talk with positive thoughts. I can do this. I love my body just as it is. Intensity isn't bad, it just is. I show up fully for myself and others, despite circumstance. I choose now. You'll very slowly lift your upper body and then start to walk your knees towards each other. You'll turn to face the front of your mat and find yourself in a traditional child's pose. I like to have my knees together here just because of the intense hip opener. Forehead to the ground. Your arms can be either by your side or extended out in front of you softly. The point here is to rest and let your body feel safe. And slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. Come to sit down on the mat. Extend your legs in front of you and lower all the way down onto your back. And hug your knees and rock side to side, drawing your knees maybe in a circle or figure 8. And take any last movement you'd like before you move into your final Shavasana. Legs out long, arms by your side, toes flop open. Settling deeply and courageously into this moment, a state of complete neutrality, residing in your body. The billions of neurons, the electricity of your heartbeat, the miracle of digestion and breath. Let all of this wisdom express itself. And start to bring your attention back into your body. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Let your chin drop from side to side. Extend your arms over your head and your toes to the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in, long body stretch. As you exhale, roll onto either side for a few moments in fetal pose. Resting your head on your bicep of your bottom arm. And your shoulders roll forward. And push yourself up to have a seat. Facing the front of your mat. Place your hands at heart center. Reconnect to your breath. Thumbs in between your eyebrows. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste. All right, thank you. If you have your journal next to you, it would be a really good time to just write, stream of consciousness, write about anything that came up in your practice. Your brainwave frequency has slowed down quite a bit since the beginning of class, so now's a really rich time to explore your subconscious. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and until next time.